Welcome to Bonnie Doon. I wanted to make this video in response to Dennis Rodman becoming Verklempt on CNN talking to Chris Cuomo, and they were discussing it on Fox News, and they were acting like they couldn't understand what was going on. But this actually has happened in the past in history, and like in the Western days, guys would have this emotional response, and they could feel the tears coming, and they would just clamp down on it and walk away. And you'd think, man, that guy's a hard ass. Look at that. He's just walking away. What's his problem? And the problem is that he has this emotional response, and he doesn't want you to see it, so he'll walk away. But I also do this, and Dennis Rodman does this, and I don't walk away. I fight through it. I struggle through it. And Dennis Rodman does the same thing. And when he talks about getting death threats and having to hide out, he's talking about 5 years ago when he very first went to uh, North Korea. And so that explains what's going on. So watch this.
And they've been so gracious to me, my family, and the United States. So let's make this happen. If Trump could pull this off, more power to him.
Dennis, did Kim reach out to you or any of his people reach out to you? The president's people, anybody reach out to you for insight into the other side?
Well, you know what? I've talked to those guys the last 5 years.
Which guys?
And I talked to Kim Jong-un and an administration over there 5 years ago. And he asked me 5 years ago, we sat down for lunch. And he sat down and asked me, hey, Dennis, I would like to ask you three things. If you go back to tell the president of the United States these three things, and I would be willing to talk to him. And it's a true story, and I got my people here that was there that heard the conversation. He said things like, if they can move the ships back from South Korea, I would do what I have to do to listen. If you can move certain things or do certain things, I will listen. My ears will be open. And I tried to do that to Obama. And Obama didn't even give me the time of day. I asked him, I said, I have something to say from North Korea. He just brushed me off. But that didn't deter me. I still kept going back. I kept going back. I kept going back. I showed my loyalty and my trustworthy to this country. And I said to everybody, I said, the door will open.
I remember you saying it. I remember you saying it. Let me ask you something. Does Kim understand English, Dennis?
It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. When I said those things, when I said those damn things, when I went back home, I got so many death threats. I got so many death threats. And I was sitting there protecting everything. And I believed in North Korea. And when I went home, I couldn't even go home. I couldn't even go home. I had to hide out for 30 days. I couldn't even go home. But I kept my head up high, brother. I knew things were going to change. I knew it. I was the only one. I never had no one to hear me. I didn't know one had to see me. But I took those bullets. I took all that. I took everything. Everyone came at me, and I'm still standing. And today is a great day for everybody. Singapore, Tokyo, China, everything. It's a great day.
And at this point, he's gained his composure back and finishes the rest of the interview. But it's just an emotional response. And I have found that if I practice, if I do it one time and have the response, the next time that I discuss the same subject, I won't have the response again. That's how I know it's just a response. So he's not unstable. He's just verklempt.